Hello, welcome to the Whispering Light Pet Shop. How can I help you today? You're looking to get a new pet? That's great. Have you heard anything about our pet shop? A little bit? So you're familiar with how we're a little bit different than a lot of the other pet shops in the area. We don't limit our the animals that we carry. We don't limit them to dogs and cats and birds. We have a couple, or we do have dogs, cats, and birds, but we also carry quite a few other animals. What kind of animal were you looking for today? Just kind of wanted to see what we had and if anybody kind of connected with you. Cool. So would you be, I can show you some of the animals that we have right now. And then, would you be against me showing you any kind of different animals? No, that's great. We have some pretty cool ones. I can go ahead and start with your standard dog, cat, yeah, and then just get a little bit more adventurous from there. Okay, sounds good. So, we'll start off with a dog. This dog's name is Treasure. As you can see, she's a yellow lab. She's very fun and playful. She's a puppy. She's very soft. You can pet her if you want. And she's very well behaved, so she would definitely be a good dog if that's what you decide to go with today. Alright. She can sit over there. Alright. Now I'm going to show you one of our cats. He's still a kitten. And he does have a collar on, but we can, you can buy your own. Obviously you can. And we have this little plate here that has his name, Berlioz. But if you wanted to buy a collar with us today, we could customize that as well. So Berlioz is soft, really soft as well. He's playful too, since he's a kitten. He can be a little bit stubborn, but he's very cute. And we don't declaw our cats here. It just doesn't feel right to do, even though it might save on furniture costs. And you'd be less likely to get scratched, though Berlioz doesn't really scratch. But his claws are trimmed right now. Did you want to pet him? Yeah? Mm-hmm. So that's Berlioz. did you want to stay in the cat realm? Yeah, okay. So, right now, we currently have 3 different tiger cubs. If you wanted to take a look at them, you did. Okay. We'll start off with this guy. This one's name is Ray, spelled R-A-Y. He's very well behaved. He's very tame as well. Do you want to hold him? Here you go. He seems to like you. When he grows up, he should, for the most part, be about the same. He might prefer a larger area so that he has enough room to run around and be a tiger. But generally, if the animal grows up trusting you and having a really good relationship with you, he wouldn't turn on you later in life. Yeah, he does have instincts still, and that's something you have to consider. I know I said that we don't declaw our animals here, but for a animal that might get bigger later on, if you felt more protected having him declawed, I would do it now when he's still a cub. We don't do it here. You'd have to go to a different place to have that done, but there are definitely options if you wanted to take this guy home with you today. Yeah. You'll think about it? That's great. I'll take him back from you, and I'll set him over here. And we have this guy. He's very soft. Feel. He's got a fluffy tail. As you can tell by his size, he's very, very young. In fact, we just got him a couple days ago. This guy is very playful. You want to watch out because, well, he doesn't scratch. He's starting to nibble a little bit while he's playing. And he's obviously not doing it to be mean or aggressive, but he's not quite at the stage, or he hasn't been trained to know that his bites sometimes hurt, so I'd be cautious about that. But he does like playing a lot. He's very friendly. I don't think he would ever knowingly hurt anybody or anything. But you want to make sure you're able to teach him that biting is not good. Yeah, we actually haven't given this one a name yet, because he's so new. And generally we try to name our animals kind of fitting. And we haven't been able to come up with one for this guy yet. So if you do decide to go with him today, you can come up with your own name for him. Of course you could, if you really wanted to change their names, you could definitely do that. There's nothing wrong with that. It just might take them a little bit to relearn what their name is. But that's definitely an option. You'll think about this one as well? Okay. Put him over here by Ray. Then this is our last tiger. He is also a cub. He's a little bit chubbier than the other two, but he's very friendly. He's very cute. He's very good for snuggling with. This one's name is Shere Khan, after the Jungle Book tiger. He's super soft as well. Would you like to pet him? He is a little bit shy, but he's not wild or anything like that. He's just, his shyness makes him a little bit more tame, in my opinion. He can be playful, yeah, but it might take him a while to warm up to new people. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I'll set him down over here. Okay, that was the last tiger we have. We have about 4 more animals that I wanted to show you today. And then maybe one more after that. That one would just be another cat. But I'd have to go get him, and that would be a minute. But I could do that if you want. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. Okay. So that'll be the last one. Would you like to? I have one less adventurous animal to show you. Would you like to start with that? Yeah. Okay. All right. This guy is, yeah, it is different, but after looking at tiger cubs, going back to something like an owl, it might seem like a step down from the adventurousness, but I figured I'd show you anyway because you said you were just looking for some animal that you were able to bond with, not specifically adventurous or not adventurous. This guy's name is Hedwig. Yes, after the Harry Potter owl. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's very soft. He's very friendly. Not too playful, but I don't know how playful owls generally are. But he is definitely very friendly, very tame, very pretty. Here's one you can feel. Very soft. What do you think of Hedwig? You like him? But you're not sure you want to go with a bird today? A bird is a big commitment, in my opinion, more so than dog or cat or even a tiger. Because with birds you have to take into account noise. You have to buy a cage for them. You have to make sure they don't fly away. They're a little bit harder to manage, in my opinion. So, I completely understand. Over here are, for the next 3 animals, do you have an area, in your house that you can keep colder? Like, maybe a room, or even if you have a bigger fridge or freezer, or an extra one. You do. That's great. These next animals, we keep them in a colder environment because that's what they're used to. They don't need to constantly be in a colder environment. Right now, this room is relatively warm, and they're doing just fine. But it would be nice for them if they had an environment available to be in every so often. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, so the first is a seal. He's a baby seal. Again, very soft, smooth. His eyes are red, which we've come to, as a society, I think, look at and kind of associate with like evil or malice, or just meanness in general. But this guy is very friendly. His name is Snowball. You want to hold him? You've never held a seal before? He's pretty easy. You kind of just tuck a hand underneath, kind of like you're holding a baby. Only he's a little bit heavier. He shouldn't slip away from you or anything like that. So just hold out your arm there. Right there. Yeah? He's a really sweet creature. He's really gentle. You like him? Would you think that you are up for the commitment of caring for a seal? That's a pretty big commitment, but you do like him. Yeah. He's sweet. Right, no, yeah, I totally understand. If you don't want to get him today, having a seal is not something that a lot of people would. It's not something a lot of people would do. not really up for the task of caring for a seal. So I understand. You want to hold him for a little longer? Okay. While you do that, is it okay if I show you the next two? So the next two are both polar bear cubs, which is why I asked if you had a cold place, obviously for the seal, but for the polar bears too. And just like for the cubs, they should be fine when they get a little bit older. So here's the first one. This is Heidi, but he is a boy, even though it's a girl name. You can change it if you were to take him home. His paws especially are very soft. His fur on his head is a little bit matted, but if you did decide to take him home, we could groom him for you, free of charge. But, yeah, he's been here for a while, mostly because not a lot of people, like the seal, would have a polar bear living in their home, in their fridge. But he's very sweet. We're very close because he's been here about as long as I've been working here, which is a long time. But he's very friendly. He's very tame. He likes cuddling. He's very good at comforting you in your any kind of time of need you would have for comfort. He's very good for that. Hairs in his eyes a little bit, so you can see him a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, we definitely have to give him a haircut before you were to take him home if you wanted him today. He needs a haircut anyway. We're gonna give him one this weekend. So, that's Heidi. And the last one is also a polar bear cub. He's a little bit less matted. He's actually very soft. Here, I'll let you pet him. shaggier, but his hair doesn't quite do the same things that Heidi's does. So we let him keep it a little bit longer. I think it just makes him fluffier. Did you want to pet him again? He's very soft. He, unlike Heidi, is pretty playful. Always happy, it seems. I don't think I've ever seen him grumpy or upset. He's mostly just always been pretty happy and cheerful, playful. So, if that's the kind of thing you were looking for, excuse me, if that was the kind of thing you were looking for today, I would definitely go with this guy here. He also doesn't have a name because he is also newer. So you can name him whatever you like if you were to take him home. Do you want to hold him? Okay. I'll trade you for the seal. Put him here. Okay. I'll put the seal down right here. And then here you go. So, are you interested in seeing the last cat, or have you made up your mind already? You think you have, but you still want to see the cat? Okay. Yes, let me go grab him. I'll be 1 minute. So this is Stitch. He's very soft, as you can see. He's very nice. He doesn't like being held that much, so I can only show you for a couple minutes. He's being very good right now. Put him back up here for a minute on the table. He's a very sweet cat. He's a great friend. He's also very comforting. Alright, I'm gonna let him go now, but I'll still talk about him. Unless he wants to sit on my lap. Nope. Yeah, he's very friendly. He's not... He kind of reminds me more of a dog than a cat. But... yeah, he likes to go outside. He does have a little bit of a weak stomach, so if you do let him out, you have to make sure he doesn't eat any grass. He does like eating different foods, and in moderation it's okay. If you wanted to give him a little bite of your chicken, or your hamburger, it's okay as long as it's just a bite or two. Any more than that though, he'll get sick. Yeah, I know I'm not really, with that comment, I'm not really selling him, but you should be aware if you did decide to take him home today. But other than that, as long as you don't feed him too much of food that he shouldn't be having, he should be perfect. Because he is very nice. never bites, never scratches. Are you interested in him today? No, that's okay. So which one are you interested in? You're thinking about maybe getting two? Are you sure? Yeah, I'm not going to dissuade you from getting two, but I want you to be aware that just getting one animal is a big commitment. Getting two is nice because they'll be friends, and they'll kind of have each other to keep them company. But you do need to be aware that having more than one is not only expensive, cash-wise, but also very taxing. Which two were you thinking about getting today? The polar bear that you're holding and Ray? Okay. Here's Ray. And then I'll take him back for you just for a second. Okay. So you wanted to get these two today? Yeah? Okay. These two do get along fairly well, so that's good already, since they won't be fighting and they won't have to get integrated to living with each other. So, one last time, are you absolutely certain you want to get two today? Yes? Okay, that's great. So, if you'd like to take one of these, I'll carry the other one up to the front of the store, and we can just, there'll be a little bit of paperwork that you have to fill out, but nothing too extreme. Is that okay? That's great. So here is, you can carry Ray, I'll carry this guy, and we'll go up to the front. Okay. Okay. So, we've got this guy and this guy. It's okay if I set them right here? Okay. So, because you're getting two, we'll have to fill out twice the information, but I'll ask you, I'm going to ask you to answer for both animals, so I don't have to repeat the questions, and I think that it might go a lot faster that way. So, first off, I'm going to need just your full name. Yeah, I'm going to move this over a little bit. That's okay. Alright, so that's your full name. Can I have your date of birth, please? Okay, what are you naming? Are you keeping the names of both of the animals, or the polar bear doesn't have a name yet, but are you keeping the name of the tiger? Yes. Okay, so right now. And what do you think you're gonna name the polar bear? I like that name. That's a great name for a polar bear. I mean, I think it's pretty fitting of his personality too. And I'm gonna write down both of their birthdays for you. And then, if I could have your address. How do you spell that? And is that, yeah, it is. So the zip code, yeah, okay. Alright, that sounds good. So I have your address. Can I have, do you live alone, or you have a family? Could you tell me who you live with. I don't need their names, just their relationship to you and their age. And those young children that you have, they're gonna be okay with the new animals? Yeah. Oh, so you are gonna get the tiger declawed? That's not a bad choice, considering that you have small children. Is it okay if I give you the card of a good, yeah, to get their clothes removed? We do have a good, not really a partner, but we do give out this company's information if the client is thinking of getting their animal's claws removed, because we like the way they do it there, as far as that kind of thing goes. So, yeah, I'm just gonna, it's okay if I jot that down for you on your copy? So I wrote down their the name of the company. I wrote down their address, their phone number, and their email. So you can feel free to contact them however you'd like to set up an appointment. And I think that that's all the information that I have to ask you today. So I'm going to sign both sheets, the sheet for both animals. And then underneath my signature, I'm going to ask you to sign for both animals. Is that okay? Yeah, okay. So, alright. So, here you go. And then just, yeah, thank you. And right down here too. Perfect. Thank you. And great. Yes. Perfect. So you're all set to go with your animals. Would you like any carrying cases for them today, or are you just gonna carry them yourself? Do you want any help? Alright, sounds good. Alright, so here is Ray, and here is your partner. Alright. And if you ever need any other animals, or you have any questions at all, with the paper that I'm sending home with the animals, that has the information of the declawer people, I also wrote down my information. It's right underneath. It's got my phone number, my email. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to contact me and ask me. While it's my work email, I have it linked up to my iPhone, so if you email me, I should be able to answer pretty much whenever I get it. So you're all set? Yes. Well, thank you for coming to us today to get your animals. I really hope that you have a really great connection with these two, and I hope to see you again in the future.